All right, Hollow Gains people, let's talk about the deadlift. All right, so I'm going to cover the conventional deadlift first, and then I'm going to cover the sumo deadlift. If you're wondering which one you should do, send me a message. We can talk about what it is you want to accomplish and how deadlifting feels for you. Conventional deadlift. So coming up first, your arms are going to be reaching the bar outside of your legs. So that's a big difference between conventional and a sumo deadlift. So you guys will see me set up here on the deadlift. First thing you notice in this video is the way I reach for the bar. So I've already kind of set my shoulders and back. What I'm really trying to do is set my T-spine, right? So people hurt their back when they deadlift. Well, the back is important. We're going to think about it when we deadlift. So first, the way we're going to think about it is by setting our shoulders back and down, creating a nice flat back, being very intentional as we reach down to the bar. As we reach down to the bar, what we're looking for here is that our shins are very close to the bar. Bar is just about over your laces and your shoulders are over the bar. I want you guys, before you pull, to take the slack out of the bar, which is what you just saw there. I'll show you again. And I want you to sit back. So we want to make sure that our weight is sitting back. That way we can drive our legs into the floor and stand our deadlift up. If we are leaning forward, too far forward, we're going to be using too much of our back, and we're going to be trying to raise our back to stand that deadlift up instead of driving our feet into the floor. So as far as setup, guys, this is what you're looking at. Grabbing the bar. Everyone's position is going to be a little different. Don't forget to send us videos on your form so we can check it for you. All right. Deadlift. We're locking onto the bar and we're leg pressing. That's all that's happening here. What I don't want you guys to do is lean your back, lift this with your back, lean back, pull your chest out. We don't want your chest going out. We want to keep the exact position of your spine when you're working through your deadlift from start to finish. So we want to create a lot of tension in our lats. Imagine that you're bending the bar. You see, I'm going to show you guys what this pre-pull looks like. There it is. So you latch onto the bar, create some tension. That way, when you drive your legs into the floor, you're not taking out slack. The slack has already been taken out, and you can just immediately go leg drive into the floor. Stand up your deadlift, guys. I have a pretty nonchalant finish to my deadlift, and I would encourage you guys to finish the same way, right? Finish with a glute squeeze at the top, but that's it. You don't have to extend your low back. You don't have to lean forward. We don't have to poke our chest out to finish this rep. We want each rep to look the same. Now, let's talk about the sumo deadlift. So sumo deadlift, our feet are wider. Therefore, our knees are opening more and our toes will also be opening more. So on the sumo deadlift, it requires a little bit more hip mobility. So my hips are open. I'm reaching down inside of my knees. Where you grab the bar, I would grab wide enough that your arms are just barely touching your knees. We don't want pressure here. We don't want them pushing up against one another. But we don't want to have our hands too close on the bar. That will kind of reduce our leverage. You think of trying to balance the bar with your hands closer. Wider will give you a better grip on that bar. On the sumo deadlift, sink your hips. All right, the goal here is to get our hips very low. Our back is more upright, and we're just going to drive our feet into the floor and stand this weight up just like we did on the conventional deadlift. I'm not leaning back. I'm not trying to stand my back up. I'm gluing myself into position for the deadlift. And then I'm driving my legs into the floor and letting the body unhinge on its own. Closing your armpit is going to be very big for you guys. So creating tension in your lats. You just imagine somebody's trying to reach their hand in there and tickle you. You would close it, right? That lat tension is very important in keeping you connected strongly to that bar. All right. In this video, my hands are both knuckles going forward. I would encourage you guys working with heavier weights and to save your forearms and allow you to move more muscles with more weights with your legs to switch one hand over and do a switch grip. It will increase what your arms can handle as far as the deadlift. All right. So you guys ask me questions, ask Bridget questions about this lift. Let us know how it's going for you. And then be humble at the beginning when we're choosing weights, right? We want to make sure we're feeling good and we have a place to build from on the deadlift. Let us know what questions you guys have and refer to this video multiple times if you need to.